Hey everyone, Etchy here. I thought for this week we might need to take it back a step and do a little episode 0, just kind of going into more detail about what mental models are, why we need them, and how we can use them to make our lives better. Let's dive in. The world that we humans have made can be a daunting, confusing, and overwhelming place. Throughout the day, we have to make hundreds of decisions, some of them very simple, some of them requiring a lot of thought or causing a lot of stress or discomfort. Rather than continuing to struggle with each decision and treating it as an individual entity, we can instead look for patterns in those decisions so that we don't have to fight our way through each one individually with no process in mind. Mental models can give you the framework to address multiple problems using similar tools, or at least get you started down a path towards an answer. Mental models have been studied and talked about throughout history. They are also present in many books about becoming more successful or living stress-free lives. They've been called different things throughout time, or just in different terminologies. We've called them principles, and we've called them frameworks, but I prefer the term mental models. A lot of the time, these books or old philosophical debates or studies will call them out without even realizing they're calling out a mental model. They'll just use it as a way to say, hey, if you think about this in this way, you'll be more successful. So sometimes people don't even realize they're creating mental models as pieces of help advice. You can think of a mental model as a blueprint or a toolkit that you can apply to a situation to make the decisions easier. The only thing you have to make sure of is that the situation fits with that model. In trying to understand mental models, I like to think of them as an outline that you can write a story from rather than starting from a blank page, or a list of instructions on how to build something rather than just being given all the pieces. But just like you would struggle to write a romance novel from the outline of a horror story, or how you would struggle to build a treehouse from blueprints and materials for a table, you have to make sure that the model matches the situation that you're in. Another thing to think about, while mental models can help you reach decisions faster and come to sound, logical conclusions, they may not be the end of the process. Oftentimes, a mental model will help you identify a new problem that you'll have to tackle, or can just help you generally improve things. And life is a cycle of continuous improvement. Your brain is the most complex computer there is, and I firmly believe that when you're able to narrow its focus with a strong set of mental models, there's nothing you can't accomplish, and you will lead a happier, more stress-free life. Mental models are used by many of the wealthiest people in the world so that they can come to quick, sound decisions and move on to the next process. But they are not just for the elite. Mental models can be used in a wide variety of situations. A few of the things that mental models can help you with include career advancement, improving relationships, reducing anxiety, and just living a more happy, less stressful life. Okay, now that we're all on the same page with what I define as a mental model, let's get into the actual episodes where I cover the ones I've found most useful. Thanks for watching.